Let me show you how Bedazzle this Advanced Repair Eucerin Cream. So today I'm going to be using the Eucerin Cream, clear rhinestones, red rhinestones, and AB crystal rhinestones. And I'm also going to use liquid fusion glue, and I'm going to put it inside this precision tip bottle. And I also have my wax pencil to pick up the rhinestones and a sanding block. So you're going to go ahead and sand because you want to have a little something for it to grip on. This jar is a little old, so I did peel the label off because it was peeling. So I'm going to start off with clear rhinestones. I'm using a size 5M. I'm going to do this for the logo on the top of the lid. I wanted to do the details, but I didn't have all the colors and the sizes. Like that baby blue, I don't have one for it. So we're going to improvise. And I'm just going around in a circular method, just going around and around with my 5M rhinestones. I think I used 3M rhinestones because it was a little bit of space, but for the most part, I only used 5M rhinestones. So now I'm going to go ahead and use my red rhinestones. I do have filler stones for all of the colors that I use today, but for the red, I didn't need too much because the lid wasn't so bad. It's just going around in a circle. For those spaces where I feel like a rhinestone was too big or too small, I just added a filler stone. Not too many, but yeah, we're just gonna do this until we get close enough to the edge where I felt comfortable. I didn't want to do like the little top part. You'll see at the end, but I just bedazzled what I felt comfortable with and what would make this more functional. So yeah, I'm just going around using my 5M rhinestone as my main stone, and I'm applying fillers as I need. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply the red rhinestones to the side of the lid. I'm using the honeycomb method. My primary rhinestone is still 5M. And I'm going to do this towards like the end of the top here. I like to do like the lids in sections so I know what I'm working with before I do the rest of the lid. And I like the first part to be as clean as possible because it is like the main part of the cream. So I'm applying my 5M rhinestone. Everything's looking good. I feel confident about it. I'm like, this is gonna be easy, and I'm just feeling it. And then I got here and I'm like, I feel like this might be a 4M thing. And then I realized it was because it overlapped with the jar opening, like on where the white part is. So I'm going in with some filler stones. I did use 3M, 2M, and maybe 1 or 2 4Ms because I wanted to make sure that it opened without the rhinestones falling off. And I'm glad I went with this decision because it works out really good. But yeah, just be mindful of your filler stones. So the next thing I did was apply clear rhinestones around the actual logo kind of thing, or like where the label is displayed. And I'm using a 5M rhinestone, of course. What I'm going to do is outline my label with the 5M rhinestones and clear transparent, so that I know exactly what I want a rhinestone with just clear rhinestones. As I said before, I wanted to do all the colors, but I didn't have that baby blue color, which is kind of odd because I usually have everything. But that's why clear transparent rhinestones are a win. So I'm just doing that here. And as you can see, some of the logo is kind of chipped off. That's because I cut it off. Now, the regular Eucerin logo, it's a lot bigger. It does have like a little bit more space, but most of it was nothing. So don't worry about it. And then I went ahead and did my honeycomb method here with the clear rhinestones. It's a little harder to see because they're clear transparent rhinestones, so just be mindful. I noticed that I missed a spot later on in the video, but I fixed it. Next, I'm going to do my foundation line with the AB crystal rhinestone. I wanted to start using this rhinestone more often because it's so pretty, and I thought, why not this little cream jar? Fun fact, it's not even mine, just my husband's with his ashy face. But anyways, I'm going ahead and I'm starting the foundation line. I'm using the size 5M Rhinestone. I'm just going to go all the way around until I can't no more. Here I'm using a 2M size rhinestone in the color AB Crystal. This is just for this little area right here above the top. I didn't want to leave any space, so I wanted it to be a little bit more seamless, so I added the 2M row right there, and you see how it turned out. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do the rest of the cream with this AB Crystal Rhinestone, and it's so pretty. Oh my goodness, like it has this rainbow effect to it, and I swear it makes it just sparkle even more. I don't know what it is, but definitely look into it. I had this rhinestone for like since the beginning. I think I used this color as my first very own project in rhinestoning. I think I did a lid, a Starbucks lid, and I put it on a turquoise. Yeah, it was a turquoise lid. But yeah, I'm using the honeycomb method here. I'm just placing one rhinestone in between every 2 rhinestones, and I'm going to continue to do this all the way towards the end. It was a pretty good project. Oh, and towards the end, if you do like the honeycomb method correctly and your lines are straight, they usually meet up on the other side of the jar. I wish I recorded that part. I don't know, I might have gotten distracted. But at this point, I'm just adding my little filler stones. I use 2M, 3M, and 4M. I did push them in because they did fit. It just, I don't know. And here is the finished product. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know how you feel about the AB Crystal Rhinestones. I think they're so pretty. Once again, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Bedazzled videos.